I have a never-ending desire to improve myself and to strive for things that maybe seem unachievable. I came to a point in my entrepreneurial career that I was feeling like there was something missing, and I identified the piece that was missing was that I was pretty much running these businesses alone, and I didn't have any kind of team environment, and I wanted to experience what that was like. And so I started poking around trying to figure out, well, maybe I can try and get a job in the corporate sector. I put in 43 applications in 3 months to different positions and got nowhere. I got a couple of interviews here and there, but really just didn't get anywhere. And so then I thought, okay, well, I still want to do this. I'm not going to let this be a roadblock that I just can't find a job. So there's got to be a different avenue to be able to go about doing this. And so I started looking into education. Well, maybe I can go get a certification. Maybe I can go, take a small class at a community college. And as I was sifting through all the information about education and looking at all the different options, the MBA just kept coming back to my mind. And the great thing about the MBA is it's so versatile, and you can take it and you can do 100 different things with your MBA. And I thought, okay, well, that's what I need to do. Well, then I had the challenge of the GMAT. It's this big monster that everybody's worried about. And I looked at it, and a lot of advice out there on the internet and in books about how to be able to accomplish the GMAT. And whenever I face a big challenge, I like to take it in pieces. So I looked at the different pieces of the GMAT. I thought, English, okay, I'm great. I'm pretty good with English already. I can always improve, and so I can work a little bit on English. It's the math portion that it's been 13 years since I've been in college, since I graduated from my degree, my undergrad. I probably only took math the first year of that undergrad degree. So it's been a long time since I have attempted any kind of heavy math. And I just said, I can learn things, and I believe that anybody can learn it and anybody can do it. And you just have to apply yourself and put your mind to it. So I started studying in the summer, studied hard, and spent every moment I could studying. Signed up for the GMAT because you always have to sign up for something and that will force yourself to work towards that goal. I found that out with all my races. If I don't have a race on the horizon, signed up, paid for, I'm not going to do anything. So you kind of force yourself to do these things. And then as I went and got ready for this GMAT, it was in November. 5 days before the GMAT, my daughter suddenly ended up in the hospital fighting for her life. And so I thought, okay, what am I going to do? You can't change it at that point. It was too close to the deadline. So I'm in the hospital with my daughter trying to sort through, well, what's going on here? How am I going to do this? And I just thought, all of the stress of the hospital, maybe I'll just set that aside, go and attempt this GMAT. If I fail, I fail, but at least it's an experience. And then maybe I can try again later. And that's exactly what happened. I went and I failed. I did not perform at the level that you need to perform in order to get into top schools for the program. So took some time with my daughter. She had to fight for her life for a long time. And so, come December, January, I'm feeling like, my deadline is shrinking here. I really need to conquer this GMAT so that I can apply, because the applications were coming due. And so I just said, I've got to go for it again. I've got to just try and get this GMAT done. And so then I set my deadline for end of February and paid for my GMAT again to force myself to study and to work hard through this. And as I approached it, my daughter started to get a little bit better. She was still in the hospital. And I went and I took the GMAT again. And I was praying for the minimum score. Praying for the minimum. Like, if I can just see the certain minimum score, I'll be okay. And when my score popped up, I started crying because it was way better than the minimum. That was the point that I knew the MBA is the right thing for me. As I'm in this MBA program, I think back on that experience a lot because it's hard. There's a lot of hard days. And I think back and I think, you know what? this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be right here getting this MBA, and I can do it, and I can do hard things.